Okay, we're finally back with Persona 3. I know I've been away from Persona for a couple weeks. Actually, I don't. There's a. I just. It's not that I didn't have the energy the desire to play Persona. It's just. I had stuff going on, and then when I actually got around. This is the first week I've actually gone back around to streaming Persona. Okay, we're in 4:23 evening. So, the stream is, if it goes as I'm thinking, it's pretty much going to be exclusively social links. Let's see, does it? Nope, no Mad Bull. The only real energy drink of value is Mad Bull. Because, if I'm going to be perfectly honest, I'll be honest, one thing I'm kind of hype about with Atlas right now, and hey PK, is I'm actually kind of looking forward to that SMT5 re-release. I will probably be picking it up on PC, and I'm debating if I'm going to, depending on what's going. When does that re-release come out? Like, did they give us a date? I will need to get one of every drink. Is that for one of the requests? Yeah. I'll deal with that later. Right now, money's gonna be a little tight. I can get those drinks later. I'm just gonna speed through the game, because all it's gonna do is boost my charm. True. It's just right now I don't have a lot to sell or room to move.
You know what?
All we'll do is stay out all night. Yeah, I'm debating, depending on what projects we have going on at the time. June 21st? Okay. Yeah, we should be able to do that. Depending on what projects I got going on, which, as far as I know, I think the only big projects is, we might still be playing Persona 3, or we might just be wrapping it up, I don't know. But, what am I drawing a blank here? Oh, yeah. We might stream Vengeance when it comes out, because we did stream SMT5, I'd like to say 2 years ago now? So, I don't think it would hurt to go back and stream it again. Especially with new content! And I get to take shots at, Lucifer again. Fucking weak boss. So today we are going to work on the Chariot Arcana. Because I have a persona of the Chariot Arcana that gets you some bonus points.
My side is killing me. I might have overdone it a bit. Easy for you to say. But honestly, you're probably onto something. How about you? You okay?
Now, while the social links are going, while this conversation is going, word of warning with the choices for social links. You choose the, I don't know if it's only certain actions or if you do too many negatives, you will invert the social link. Inverted social links cannot have all kinds of downsides. It is apparently still a thing in this game. Yeah, invert or reversed. Basically, what he calls this is... Yeah, it's still a thing in Persona 3 Reload. I bring this up because it is not a thing in... Yeah, you can... Yeah, no, your first... You won't deal with it at the beginning of a social link. It's only later in the link. Basically, like, the ways that a reverse can happen is, like, you do something as a complete opposite of what they want, or you do something that pisses them off. What kind of training regimen do you have? A very special one. Yeah, running in Tartarus is really good.
I figured as much. So I wouldn't be dying over here. You're pretty crazy. Kinda sucks. You totally destroyed me. I knew the standards were high around here, but I never thought someone so good would be right in front of me. Okay, I've made up my mind. Listen up. I'm gonna make you eat my dust.
But I'm assuming by relationship you mean like the characters you can date. I see you just joined. I saw your icon just pop up.
Ah shit, I'm being raided. And not in the good kind of raid.
You mean like Raid Shadow Legends?
Yes, Raid Shadow Legions.
Yep. Come on, sponsor me just so I can say the meme of we've been sponsored.
Let's get going.
I am kidding. I would never take a sponsorship from them.
I think I might have.
Yeah, or in the
Never say never.
True. Eric 3473, or in the OG 2-time because you were dating 2 social links at the same time. Did you have to do that?
Yeah.
So that didn't cause a reverse.
It's if you get found out, basically.
Which, if you were going for max social link, you had to do, which is just a...
You had to basically plan it out so they don't find out.
Which is just an unnecessary level of complexity.
Well, that was interesting. I was stuck in the reload animation.
Oh, fun. Yeah, no, I'm debating if I'm going to cover SMT5 Vengeance, since we did cover SMT5.
Okay, but Vengeance is gonna have a whole new route.
That's why I'm thinking of covering it, because I'm treating it kind of like with how SMT3 would have been if I streamed that with Maximus and everything.
Maniacs.
Or Maniacs, yeah. Because... And it also gives me the opportunity, as I'm playing it, to constantly joke about the fact that Lucifer was a little bitch.
You know what's funny about that, too? People have strategies to just 2-turn Shiva now.
Of course.
Apparently.
Of course. How the OG P3 worked, you were considered as dating when you progressed past a certain level until you completed the link. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. OG Persona 3 has some questionable design choices.
Yeah. It was also the first of its kind, to be fair.
The main thing I'll be honest, the main design choice that I give criticism for, and I've told you this, is the not controlling your party members. That is the only one I will heavily criticize.
Which, it doesn't make sense while at the same time making sense. You know, they wanted to make the player characters, the other party members, feel like they had more agency, right? But at the same time, in the previous 3 iterations of Persona, he had full control over your party. So, don't really get that.
So, speaking of new social link card, we've obtained the Strength Arcana. I mentioned this yesterday that some social links will chain into each other. So Chariot
you need to get a certain amount of links with Kaz to be able to get into.
As you can see, you could get the Strength Arcana after just going to track once. Once you get rank 2 of Chariot, you just have to choose the first dialogue option for both the special events with her.
Yeah. You just need to try to walk home together.
So the Strength card. Okay, as what I was doing before, where we talk about tarot cards a little bit, I have a wiki up for tarot cards. Here we go. The Strength Arcana represents strength, determination, and power. Like the Chariot, however, while the Chariot signifies outer strength and will, the Strength card speaks to inner strength and will. As I've been having to do, well, not having, but, attempting to do to kind of chain it into things we've also covered on this channel, which is Yu-Gi-Oh! There are two archetypes of Yu-Gi-Oh! That use the Arcana. There is the Arcana Force cards, which are just blatantly the Arcanas.
Yes.
Fucking creepy light motherfucker. And then there's my more personal connection to the Spellbook archetype, which are all themed around the various Arcanas. This one is a little bit easier for me to talk about, if I remember correctly.
The Arcana is the means by which all is revealed.
Someone has one of those fake chat posts.
We're not there yet.
Someone has one of those fake chat posts where it's just the main character Persona 3 looking at them all. You see that character, the Arcana is the means by which all is revealed, like, ignores it, looks over, just sees a text, name labeled Sis. Please, I need this reloaded gig. They're going to kill me. And you see Red had the day the first trailer was announced.
Yep.
This is the one I think it is. Yeah. So, they connected to the Spellbook Arcana, which is the Strength of Prophecy. Instead of being like an inherently strong card, it has a decent effect of moving Spellbook cards into the graveyard and not just increasing its attack power, but also its level. So it is actually increasing the strength of the card, but without like actually changing the shape, which is kind of representative of the inner strength. To be honest, a lot of the Arcana meanings, if I remember correctly, are a little bit more apparent in the Arcana Force cards, but that's just because of the whole gimmick.
Yeah, the gimmick of the Arcana Force is to draw it like it's a tarot deck.
Yes, I like its representation in the anime more than in real life, because in real life they're all coin flips, but in the anime I love the spinning card and decide if it's upright or upside down.
Well, to be fair, coin flip chance is basically what it is to it in the normal or reversed state.
I agree. It's just I like the visual.
Yeah.
I also just like that whole motif because like you had Jaden, who's a character who just goes kind of by the seat of his pants. He's kind of like all gut instinct and kind of just living his best life.
Yeah, he doesn't let something decide how his fate is going.
He does,
rather, he's not
bothered.
He's not bothered by it. Yeah, that's a way to phrase it. He doesn't let the reading take control of him, like how most people that read too deep into the cards can be sometimes.
My favorite thing I will always say about when it comes to Jaden in that arc is, he technically was supposed to fall to the light after his first duel with Alistair.
Yeah.
But he couldn't see his cards. He could not see Wind Karibo. He could not see any of the elemental heroes. And then he found his way into Neospace. And because The way it is delivered in the dub is just so much better. If there's aliens out there, let's teach them how to duel.
Yep.
Cause fucking
Sato Kaiba is a psychopath.
we love him. I don't know what is better.
Just
That
like most millionaires.
no. What's even better is Chaz's brothers at one point decide they're gonna buy the school. So it's like it's already been negotiated with your school's owner, and it cuts. Guess who the fuck it was?
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, here's the deal. You beat one of my students in a card game, you get the school. He allowed them to put these stupid conditions, which was he was not allowed to use any card with more than, I believe, 500 attack points.
Yeah.
And he still won? And Kai was like, yeah, I knew that would happen.
Any school that can't raise a duelist to beat these idiots isn't worth my sponsoring.
Fucking
That's
Kaiba.
basically what Kaiba did.
Like, look, let's be honest. Is Kaiba a good person? No. Actually,
Oh, heck no.
he's better than his adoptive father.
He's way better than Kozaburo.
His biggest crime is ego. Like, in all honesty, if we're gonna be honest, his biggest crime is ego.
Yes.
But since Yugi, crushed his mind and banished the evil from his heart, he isn't exactly a monster. He's
Yeah.
just a dick.
He's just a fucking asshole.
There are, like, I will say, Takahashi made some really good characters when he first made Yu-Gi-Oh! Like Kaiba. I still say the duality of Pegasus' deck is still one of my favorite things in DM.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, most people, I think, if they even touched Yu-Gi-Oh! Know Pegasus' deck, but it's just I don't know if they know the context of symbolism behind it. Because most people know that he famously used the Toon Monsters. Because, they're all wacky, wild designs, like old cartoons.
Yeah. And then there's Relinquished.
Which, if you watch the anime, Relinquish comes so far out of fucking left field.
Yeah.
But, the beauty of Relinquished is the fact that it is a representation of the Millennium Eye.
Yeah. It quite literally has the Millennium Eye drawn onto it.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Pegasus wasn't an evil person. His goals was never world domination or anything like that.
He just wanted his fucking wife back.
He just wanted his fucking wife back. You kind of feel for the man.
You can feel for him. Stealing people's souls is still stealing people's souls.
Which, based on what we know about the Millennium items, also might have just been the Millennium Eye corrupting him a little bit.
Yeah.
The Eye was not nearly as bad in its corruptive nature as, say, the Ring.
Yeah.
Fucking Ring. I love it's like Dark Side Dimension. We need a big, villain for this whole thing. The Ring.
Ring. Bring back Bakura. Or bring back
The Bandit King.
Yeah, bring back the Bandit King in some way, shape, or form.
What would you like to order? Our special today is
I mean, people tend to forget that Yami used to be really fucking aggressive.
Oh yeah. I think you only really get to see that again because of the Orichalcos arc.
The Orichalcos arc and nearly killing Kaiba.
Yeah, but that was early.
Yeah, up until that point, he does apologize, and he gives his reasons, whenever I've been dueling for you, I've always felt the need to win.
Yeah.
It does this, especially I think it's the duel with Mai. You hear him the entire time going, "Yugi, please let me help." No. Because up to that point, the Pharaoh wasn't a character.
Yeah.
He just kind of showed up, played games, and left.
Yep. Oh, I see. You've started this.
Yep.
Or this is okay. something I'm going to warn you about, right?
Yeah.
Only do the social link on, like, weekends. Don't waste your school days on this.
As I say, I'm following. I will admit, I do have a calendar guide planned out for max
Yeah.
social links.
It's just you get less school days to interact with your classmates than you do weekdays to interact with, or weekends to interact with
The old
other
couple.
folks.
You know, I say I got a full thing already planned out.
Hmm.
It says like for this game that like there were like full 100% social link guides within like a day of release.
Yeah, because it's almost the exact same.
And it was actually easier. He never quite gets back to season levels after his first mind crush Kaiba. Oh, the Death T arc.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's the whole point of the Orichalcos arc. It is just so people who've never seen Death T in the original run to get an idea of how Yami used to be. If Yu-Gi-Oh! Stayed in the way it was during Season 0, I would agree with keeping Yami that way.
But it got much more lighthearted as an overall series.
Yeah.
And that is fine. Because at the end of the day, it's just a silly card game.
With the fate of the world.
Yeah. Going for the fate of the world with a children's card game.
I don't think any of it will ever be as bad as some of the stuff in GX, but like, it's the fate of the world, Jaden. Cool, let's think of that for a spin! Like, that actually happens when he's told about the Sacred Beast. So it's like, the Sacred Beast cards, the whole point of the school is to keep them sealed away. Cool, let's put these cards out for a spin. It's like, Jaden, what the fuck?
Jaden, no.
That... Though I do like the fact that, I think it's the graduation duel at the end of first season for GX. He dueled Zaid one last time.
Yeah.
And Zaid's whole thing during it is Jade's like, I'm dueling with my head instead of my heart. So it's like, this duel sucks. I want the old Jade back. Lunch break! They have a fucking lunch break in the middle of the duel.
Yep.
Because that's Jaden.
That's Jaden.
I love the fact that, like, the one thing I'm kind of sad that we did not get in the, last season. Oh, because we didn't get the last season of GX. Season 4 heavily goes into Jaden not enjoying Duel Monsters anymore. Because when he came to Duel Academy, it was just a game. It was all meant to be fun. He enjoyed playing. But then, you know, there was everything with Sacred Beasts and the Shadow Riders. There was the shit with Yubel. And that did numbers on him. And the entirety of Season 4 is him finding enjoyment in the game again. Like, it has entire episodes with them all devoted to, like, especially Alexis trying to make him enjoy Duel Monsters. Okay, yes, it's... Okay, so I got to pull up the blurb on this.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast established a new bond.
So, welcome to...
Have our blessing when thou choosest to create a persona of the Hierophant.
Yep, the Hierophant Arcana. So the Hierophant has a couple different meanings, but it can stand for righteousness, sacredness, hierarchical order, orthodoxy, or moral righteousness, but it also could be a symbol of education, authority, conservatism, obedience to the rules, and relationship with the divine. Which, a lot of the Hierophants tend to be, at least of
older figures.
Yeah, older figures, like father figures and stuff like that. The ones in Persona 4 and 5 are a little bit more blatant with the father figure relation.
I gotta go. Bye.
Okay. Let me see here. Where's my thing? Where's my thing? Where's my thing? Here we go. It's the prophecy archetype. So for the the prophecy archetype, I think is the better way, is the actual name of that archetype. This one is, here we go. Oh yeah, so this one's actually a oh yeah, no, definitely Jaden. It's sad we didn't get to see the results of him being messed up. Yeah, so to connect back to Yu-Gi-Oh! With this archetype, this was the Hierophant of Prophecy, which was actually an Xyz monster. And the way this one, instead of being reflected in the card, like the card's effects or anything, it's more in the design of, like, he looks more regal and like a leader of the spellbooks.
We're open every day except Monday. Come visit us whenever you're free.
I will say I do agree that GX.
I see you're back.
GX. I enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. I think the main issue I have with GX is just it took a while to find its footing. What I mean by that it took a while to find its footing is that it's all over the place, and like it wanted to be a haha funny slice of life show, but at the same time, Fate of the World, Ancient Threats, and the fact that they didn't really settle on a, like, season 3 bounced between like 3 different villains before settling on Yubel, and Yubel Yubel was an overarching villain. Yubel didn't really have a strong presence until that last arc. Actually, no, until the Dual Zombies. Which, God, I forgot the Dual Zombies is part of that same season. So much goes on in season 3. Also, I'm going to say this now, we are going to be spending a lot of time at the arcade. Yeah, on some weekends we will get texts from the social links that they want to hang out. I ignore a lot of the texts and I just decide what I'm doing on my own. We're gonna spend the day with them. Like I said,
You came back. Welcome.
I haven't decided yet on the structure of the streams for this yet. It might end up being, one stream is devoted entirely to the time between Tartarus runs, and then another stream will be the Tartarus runs.
We're just talking about you. Tell me, do you like this kind of treat? Someone gave it to me, but I have more than enough. Go ahead and take it. Ah, don't worry about it. You don't have to thank me for something as small as this. You're so polite, I say. You're like his complete opposite.
Would you like another to give to a friend? We have so many. My wife and I would take forever to finish them all. Right then. Here you go. For real this time. What was your name again?
Goodness, dear. It's him, remember? My apologies. He's been terribly forgetful lately. Here you are.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Viper isn't really that good of a villain.
Dear, you should be here helping customers. Sorry about that.
I'm just gonna say it. I think Viper was kind of shit. It also doesn't help that his deck is really fucking boring and actually really bad.
Where in the world did he go? Right, dear?
Oh, my dear, he's...
Oh, that's right. Our son has already passed away. I'm sorry, young man. I apologize on behalf of my son for not being here to greet you.
And what about the painful past?
Hey now, the two of you look like you just seen a
True, but I mean, like,
dark outside. We don't need it to be dark.
the reason why I give his deck more shit for being bad is because of the fact his deck has an alternate win condition in it. A lot of villain decks for Yu-Gi-Oh! Are just, they have like very powerful monsters or powerful effects. Like, the Earthbound Immortals were really powerful because of the fact that the Earthbound Immortals could ignore every monster on the field and couldn't be targeted. It actually felt like there was a lot of work put into getting around their effects. Viper's deck is basically a big in-joke now. Because the whole joke of reptile decks being good is a reoccurring meme. Even in the Phantom Knight one, we had, I believe they were called the Poplar Snakes, I think. They're a new archetype that just got added with the most recent box. Everyone saw snakes, though, in their name, and everyone's like, oh, finally, a good reptile archetype. No, it's Pyro. Why the fuck was it Pyro? And it was just a response of, get fucked, reptiles. What I mean by Viper is being even worse because Viper has one that, if I remember correctly, if he attacks you, deals... I forget if the monster has to deal damage or has to do direct attack. I like to say it's just damage. 3 times, it's an instant win. This works this way in real life. That's how the card works, and it is... It's just so bad. It's so bad because there's no good reptile card, or very few good reptile cards. And even the card itself isn't that good because it has no inbuilt protection. You would go with, the Mysterious Burger. Like, Marek's deck, at least what for the time it was a semi-decent control and burn deck. Pegasus's Toon deck was, actually, I was during the Wild West. We don't say anything about that. Trying to think of another good example of a big bad villain. Darts was, well, the Steel Warrior Calculus was bullshit to begin with, so we can't really say anything about that. The Sacred Beasts in concept are really good. I think they are easier. They aren't as strong as the God cards, but they are easier to get out. And they've gotten some pretty decent support over the years. His deck wasn't bad. It's just his whole thing hinged on the sacred beasts. Then there was, I'm trying to think here. I can't say anything about Arcana Force because I know. True, and Marek did it because at least okay. Instead of calling him Yami Marek, we will use the name that was given to him by Little Karibo. Melvin enjoyed torturing people. Because that was Melvin's whole thing.
What's the deal with the assembly? Do you think it's about the recent incidents?
Beats me. He shouldn't even know about the shadows or anything. I just hope this doesn't take too long.
He's not exactly known for his brevity.
Today, I'd like to tell you about my vision.
You have Pac-Man eyes, my friend.
As you are aware, strange incidents have been reported on the news lately. It is my firm belief that none of you are involved. However, the uncertainties of high school life are many, and overcoming this will require constant effort. You must dig down deep.
I know Sartorius, when he was doing Jaden, he was trying to prove a point. It was much more of a philosophical and ideological duel there than just card games. Which is saying I think that works for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Villains. It's when it's more than just a card game that they're arguing over. It is a philosophy and a method of belief.
Wait a minute. Doesn't this remind you of Kirijo-senpai's speech?
Yeah, you're right. I guess he doesn't want to be outdone by a teenager? Can't really blame him, but still.
Like, the Dark Signers worked because of their connection to the different signers.
Do you have a minute? I'm sorry, but I'll need some of your time after school. I have a special request.
Right, if the Dark Signers were in a vacuum, they wouldn't work.
I apologize if I'm being abrupt, but I couldn't think of a...
We're not, put Callan against...
More about it after school. Until...
Actually, no, because Callan was a turbo duel. He would have worked against, either Jack or Yusei. But there was much more of a connection to going against Yusei than Jack. Because there was the grudge. Okay, we're gonna kinda... I'm gonna leave the text exist on screen for a little bit, but we're gonna move because these are where the lectures go a little bit. Algebraic spirals. So, fun fact, this is a question that I kinda knew the answer to already. It had nothing to do with the game or my knowledge of algebra. It was due to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Specifically, Part 7. Don't you read JoJo? It's gonna be A. The reason why it is A. It's a logarithmic. Yeah, logarithmic spiral. The golden ratio is a growth factor. It's called a golden spiral. I'm knowledgeable on the golden spiral mostly because we talked about during the Eyes Over Heaven playthrough. That's what Johnny Joestar uses when he's on the horse. It's a common spiral found in nature, such as nautilus shells, sunflower seeds, that kind of stuff.
Thanks, man!
A lot of our time before going back into Tartarus is going to be spent creating social links.
Sorry to keep you waiting. To make a long story short, I'd like you to join student council.
And it sounds like a lot of work.
We meet regularly, but I don't expect you to participate every time. Just come to the student council room when you can.
Okay, so why me?
Because of your ability to lead. Being president is very time-consuming. I'd like to have an ally to support me in the event of an emergency.
Ah, so you're hinging your
Needing
bets.
Someone who understands my situation. You know what it means to be a leader, so I'm asking you.
I guess.
Excellent. I knew I could count on you. And I've already filed and approved your student council membership on your behalf. But you'll have to go to the faculty office on your own to sign everything.
Of course. Yeah, so you did everything else, but you couldn't forge my signature.
I'm sorry for making arrangements without your permission, but I hope you understand the position I'm in. Once you're ready, come to the student council room. I'll be waiting for you there.
Oh, what can I do for you? Ah, yes. Kirito-san filled me in. All we need is your signature, so read through
You know, I just realized though, I've been talking a lot about Yu-Gi-Oh! Lately. I guess it is kind of fitting because I am dipping back into the card game again.
Good luck in student council.
I mean, like, I never really stopped collecting cards. I just kind of stopped playing for a hot minute. I pick up the TCG in, like, short bouts. I'll play a little bit, stop, play a little bit, stop. I do this at the same time. I also do the same thing with Duel Links and Master Duel. That I get into those games at different
This is
times.
who I've been talking to you about. He'll be joining us in student council starting today.
Ah, so he's the one. I'm Hidetoshi Odagiri. I supervise the disciplinary committee.
I'm Chihiro Fushimi, the treasurer. I'm a first year, and, I'm still learning the ropes, so please be patient with me.
You must be quite talented to be handpicked by the president herself. I look forward to working with you.
Right now I'm kind of messing around with a few different cards. I have a piss poor Salamangreat deck that's missing a lot of keys. It's potential archetype, just don't have a lot of money to sink into it. More Arcanas to talk about. Let's go!
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast established a new bond. Thou shalt have our blessing when thou choosest to create a persona of the Emperor Arcana.
So, the Emperor Arcana. The Emperor Arcana represents leadership, power, and authority, which, oh boy, we'll talk about that. We will talk about this social link. Going into the prophecy archetype comparison, as I've been doing, we had the Emperor of Prophecy, which is this. See here, let me double check what this one was. It's been a hot minute since I've used this one. Yeah, so the Emperor of Prophecy card, yeah, the Emperor of Prophecy card actually kind of had its symbolism for its Arcana meaning, right, in the effect, because it actually just lets you straight up take control of a monster.
It's getting late. Introductions will be enough for today. What we want from you is to assist us as necessary. From now on, you have my permission to enter the student council room whenever you wish. Your time is your own after school, but try to remember the student council every now and then. We meet on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, but we don't meet on days before tests. Thanks for coming today.
Yeah, that's going to be a very common thing in a lot of these social links in school. They do not meet before tests.
Welcome back.
Okay, we're heading out again. Okay, we're going to the kitchen this time. We're going to eat here. Yeah, eating at the Wakatsu kitchen will increase your intelligence or your academics. Yeah, eventually, if as your charm increases, you'll be able to get a special full course.
Good morning.
Yeah, we're kind of used to it. We're in a lot of clubs now. We're in a lot of activities. We got a lot of social links. Yeah, she's talking about, I mentioned this earlier. If there are days, there's going to be days where she's not going to be available to go to Tartarus. If Kirijo is not available, you just cannot go into Tartarus that day. Okay, we're going to be doing some... We're going to be laying some groundwork for another social link, and then we're going to be working on one that already exists. As you can see here, Chihiro here has, or Fushimi, Fushimi? I don't know, I'm bad with these names! Yeah, she's got a social link card, but we can't, start this one yet. Just say I just wanted to talk. She'll get scared. That's all you could do for now. This is the groundwork for our social link. Instead, we're actually going to go work on the chariot social link again. Sometimes if you talk to them, it won't be for a while that you notice this difference. But every other time you go to work on a social link, a lot of the main ones, as long as you've been making the right choices and you have the appropriate persona, it'll say you feel like you're getting close. You're gonna get closer. That's when you're. Oh right, this happens now. Yeah, we go from like that panic music to nice and calm.
The big meet's next year, so you've got time. Just don't overdo it.
Hey, you. Why don't you leave practice early and take him home? Sorry. What are you looking at? I'm fine. It's just, my anemia is acting up. Of course. It's just, you know, a touch of anemia. Damn it, I can't do it. I can't lie to you. Look, the truth is, it's my knee. It hasn't felt right ever since that day you first came to practice. I tried medicine, I tried rapping.
My plan is working.
Pain won't stop.
It's the evil plan to absorb his energy.
Of course you will. But I can't afford to stop training, so I'll play through the pain.
Dumbass.
Here, there's a national competition. Athletes from all over Japan will be there. The regionals don't hold a candle in comparison. And if I want to win, then I have to spend the next year training. A lot of guys on the team are nosy as hell. If they find out about my knee, they won't leave me alone. So please keep it a secret, okay? We gotta look out for each other.
A lot of athletes do stuff like a couple of athletes will tell you as soon as this kind of stuff starts happening, just listen to the fucking doctors.
If I go easy on it, I can make it home by myself. Don't worry about me. You get on back to training.
Yeah, while we are doing this, kind of pulling back my commentary back to talk about Persona. Yeah, so she's talking about here that on the first day we were here, the internet line was ripped out, so we couldn't use the computer in our room until now. This is gonna be important for yeah, I like this. I like this bit dialogue. So that takes care of everything that was damaged, except of course Akihiko's ribcage. Yes, I play a lot of online games. Innocent Sin Online. I have a pretty decent bit to talk about with this one. Mostly because of what it's a reference to. I wouldn't have known this if we started this project a year ago. I wouldn't have known anything about this game. But after SMT5, I did a deep dive into the SMT lore and everything. So, and this includes Persona. So I'm a little bit more knowledgeable. Let's go eat another mystery burger. With that, courage is ranked up to rank 2. So one thing I will say though, to put back to Persona talk, the thing I like about streaming Persona 3 a bit more than 4 and 5 is the guarantees for the social stats, because in today is show a day. Okay, before we decide what we're gonna do today, I'm gonna actually finish my train of thought before I get fucking distracted again, because it's me. In Personas 4 and 5, there's an element of luck when it comes to your social stats, especially Persona 5. Because in Persona 5, it is a matter of luck on getting lucky with certain events to increase your social stats. And in Persona 4, it is eating a beef bowl, and it gives random stat boosts, and you basically end up having to reload to get certain stat boosts. It's infuriating. If they had the rewind system, I'd be a little bit more okay with it, but yeah, neither here nor there. In terms of what I was going to be saying earlier, though, because there is the rumored extra content to be coming for this game, is only by leaks right now. I haven't seen anything official from Atlus. If we get the answer as a DLC, I might cover it, depending on how they handle the answer. If they add the female protagonist, I'm not covering that, because that's just going to be... Well, yes, the story... There's entirely new social links. The overall story structure is the same. So... yeah. Let's screw around with that game we were given. So yeah, with the computer, you can use it to spend time studying. I don't think I'm ever going to do this. We're going to play the MMORPG. Welcome to the game Innocent Sin Online. From Phil. So, Phil is short for Philemon. This is Innocent Sin Online is based off the events of Persona 2. Actually, heavily based off the events of Persona 2. From my understanding, this is not the case for the Japanese version of the game. In the Japanese version, it is a different SMT game. The events of Persona 2 are wild and weird. Basically, to make a somewhat complicated story simple, during the events of oh my god, lead speak. Oh god, I have to brush off my lead speak. Okay, back to what I was saying, that during the events of Innocent Sin, Persona 2, rumors start coming true. To the point that becomes an actual mechanic where you can start a rumor that a sale is going to happen, and the sale will happen. The only issue is it gets crazy as the game goes on, including, like, where a rumor starts at all the crazy stuff going on in town is, by a certain German army, and their leader shows up, but in what I think the international version, to censor him, he just wears cool sunglasses. So dumb. It's so dumb, but it's so fucking wild. If there's a rumor, keep in mind, this is heavily rumored that Atlus might be re-releasing Persona 2 as a full definitive collection. If that happens, I might cover it just so I can talk about that villain, because it's fucking wild. Yeah, the whole point of this game, you're supposed to play a lot in character. So you gotta come up with a name. Tatsuya. Tatsuya was the main protagonist, and Maya were two of the main protagonists of Persona 2. Tatsuya was the main character of Innocent Sin, and Maya was a party member you met, and Maya was the protagonist of the second half of the duology. It's a bit clever. Never played, but I've at least seen enough to get the references. Yep, and that's also the reference. The Joker was the big thing of that game. Essentially, the first rumor that the crew, a lot of the crew you play as, and she only will be here on her days off. So that is that's going to be making this Social Link a little bit trickier to work on in terms of the schedule, because the issue is it only is available during Sundays essentially, or days off. We'll talk about that later. So the Hermit Arcana. The Hermit Arcana shows that you are taking a break from everyday life to draw your energy, attention, inward, and find the answers to seek deep within yourself. Deep within your soul. It's a much more introspective Arcana. You're looking inward for the answers. I forget who the Hermit was off the top of my head in Persona 5. Well, it's because I'm gonna be honest, I forget a lot of the confidants, and I feel bad. I remember a lot of the Persona 4 social links. I could say I remember the Persona 3 ones because I just recently dealt with them. The Hermeticana in Persona 4 was a fox. It's basically associated with wisdom, introspection, solitude, retreat. Kind of fitting for a gamer. And then, going back to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Comparison, we have the Hermit of Prophecy. The Hermit of Prophecy was basically depicted as an old man, kind of like Gandalf. And it was much more on the wisdom and introspection, because every time a spellbook spell card was active, he would increase his level by 2 and increase his attack, as he was gaining more wisdom because more spellbooks were used. I'm kind of stretching it for a few of these comparisons, but it's mostly just for something to get a little fun. I'm establishing... Oh, I am not a Yu-Gi tuber. I am establishing and dipping myself into every type.
Yo.
Yeah, so there's a shared computer in the first floor lounge. You can use it to run any purchased software, just don't use it for games. And we could go out and get programs to run on it at a local deck cafe. So right now, we're actually going to run the Digital Cram School program. We're still a slacker. We're still a Slifer slacker.
Hey, listen! Seriously?
Yeah, they're talking about the net cafe I was just talking about.
All right, all right.
Oh my god. Oh. I'm awake, I'm awake. I'm kind of just skipping past. I got nothing to say. This is... Okay. I don't know what I would be upset if I skipped this. Oh my god. Yes. Yes. You don't need to read any of this. because, yep, this is a lecture that your character will fall asleep through. Stay awake.
Well then.
Yep. I hate where that one's placed, because that one is placed at the very end of it. I wish it was placed earlier, so you could just... No, just skip it! Because... Oh my god. I'm a guy. Yeah. I tend, like, my mindset is I tend to use Sundays fairly early on to work on the Hermit Arcana. Because, for example, the Hierophant Arcana here is available all day, all week, with the exception of Monday. Hermit is only available on Sundays and days that school is closed. So it makes it even more limited in its the time you have to work on.
Are you psychic? I'm looking for my glasses. Not my glasses, my wallet. I can't seem to find it.
Can I help?
Honestly, I do wonder if you can read minds. I was just thinking how nice it would be if someone lent us a hand over here. We've searched everywhere, but wait, what were we looking for again?
Bonjour. I found something important on the ground outside. Does this belong to you?
Oh, yes, that's it. I've been looking for this wallet everywhere. It may not be full of silver or gold, but this here is an even bigger treasure to me.
Excuse me. Are you not the transfer student everyone is talking about? I am one as well. I am a student at Gekukan.
Now, nice to meet you.
I am here from France as an exchange student. My name is André Laurent Jean Geroux, but you can call me Bebe.
What?
It's quite nice to meet you.
Then nice to... What?
I am delighted to, make your acquaintance. Yorishiko. I train in the home economics room every day. If you get bored, come join me. Well then, au revoir and sayonara.
What?
My, what a classy young man.
I know I kept it in my wallet. I didn't want to forget about it at any cost. Ah, there it is. I knew I put it in here. Good going, me.
Dear, that key. Is it?
Come on, dear, you know what it is. It's the key to our son's car. Such a nice boy coming to visit us has a way of making me feel young again. Been a while since I felt like putting the pedal to the metal. What age do I look, dear?
Please don't. Why must you get into a car? Do you want me to end up all alone?
I feel like we just stepped in on something.
Oh, sorry for raising my voice. Did I scare you?
Our son, remember what I told you? How he passed away? On his way home from work, he got into an accident. He was hit by a dump truck driver who was drunk on the job.
Shit.
Oh, please punch me. Just punch me for being so insane.
Okay.
With all my excitement, I forgot to consider how my wife might feel. Oh, I'm such a... Huh? Why are we all just moping around here? Since my wallet's been located, why don't we go out and have a nice dinner, dear? And this is for you. Consider it your reward for helping us look around.
Oh, drugs. Yeah, he just gave us some nice medicine. But, yeah, how's everyone doing, though? And just in general, because a lot of stuff's been announced since we last streamed. One thing of which being Gundam Breaker 4, which I did not expect. I've never covered Gundam Breaker on the channel, mostly because I had no way of playing the previous Gundam Breakers. I've played only new Gundam Breaker, and God, I would not cover that on my channel. The reason why is I want to like new Gundam Breaker. There are things I want to like, which is I like being able to customize my mech and everything like that. But I thought it was fine until I played Gundam Breaker 3, and then I'm like, oh, I see why everyone complains. Because, new Gundam Breaker basically made every part... It made, like, for example, mass production parts completely pointless. They were just bad. From what we've seen of 4, it looks like they are heavily going back to how it was in Gundam Breaker 3. Which, I have played Gundam Breaker 3 on my PlayStation. I enjoyed it. And I am looking forward to streaming, actually, Gundam Breaker 4 when it comes out. As long as the stuff that they are doing, like, as long as the stuff that they're showing is representative of the final product. That is to say, as long as Bandai... Okay, how to say this? With the stuff we've seen in the reveal trailer, and they also showed off a gameplay live stream, they showed off that they're bringing back a lot of the elements of Gundam Breaker 3, such as parts having levels. This will allow, for example, gym parts to keep up with Gundam parts. The fact that option parts matter now, they're not just cosmetic. Which that was how they worked in Gundam Breaker 3. This allowed, for example, you could attach a GN drive to a machine that didn't have a GN drive and get Trans Am without needing to use a 00 back. They separated the arms, which is already a big plus in my book. I'm gonna have it play Animal Othello. There's the fact that we got witch suits, and they're promising 250 mobile suits at launch. Which is I believe the same roster as, or at least same number of suits as, new Gundam Breaker. So that's not an insignificant amount of mobile suits. I know there's a lot of people who are going to be upset that not all those suits are going to be there. For example, the Nether Gundam won't be there. We won't have the mighty Windmill. But we'll have... I mean, we've already seen Exia's there. I'm happy. I've seen the GN Store 3, so 00 is going to be there. I mean, I kind of figured it was. the cover art suit has Ariel's body, so we know that's a thing. It also had a Burning Gundam's arm, so we know we're getting that. We are getting Wing EW and the Barbatos line. At the very least, we've seen Lupus. Someone already took apart the first trailer and the gameplay demo of what mobile suits they could see. And there's a whole list of stuff that's been confirmed. Oh, not confirmed. That was seen. Including Pal Rider. So I've got some good designs cooking. Yep. Welcome to May.
Yeah.
Hey, did you hear? Sonata-san's getting checked up at the hospital today. He called me earlier and asked me to bring him something. Yep, he knows who to count on.
He only asked you because you don't have anything better to do after school.
Hey, I resent that.
Is it untrue?
Kidding. So, what do you want you to bring?
The class roster for 2E.
Class roster? What's he want that for? Well, I don't have practice today, so I guess I'll come along and find out. You're coming too, right?
I guess. We got nothing better to do.
Cool.
Wait a minute.
What? Is there a problem?
Well, it was me, he asked.
Well, too bad. We're all going. Group field trip. Wow, he changed a lot in a day.
Is Sonata-san... Huh? In this room, by any chance?
What are all of you doing here?
We came to see you, but you look like you're doing just fine.
That's because I'm just here for a checkup.
We done here, Aki?
Yeah, thanks.
I don't have time for this shit. You're... Never mind.
Ah.
Who was that?
A friend from school. Sort of. You know how the number of apathy syndrome cases has been increasing? Well, he knows a few people who are suffering from it. So, I thought we'd have a little chat. Hey, Junpei, did you bring what I asked?
Of course I did.
Thanks. All right, let's get going.
Should you be moving your arm around so much?
I'm fine. I've wasted enough time already. I need to get back to my training.
Man, you had broken ribs.
Why boxing?
You mean, why did I choose the sport? Well, it's not the sport itself I like. I just wanted to learn how to fight with my bare hands. I know what it's like to feel powerless. I don't ever want to feel that way again. Besides, I'm curious to see how strong I can get. It's like a game, only I'm competing against myself.
That's one way of looking at it. But hey, I got you. I'm into games too.
Yeah, video games.
No, but like fighting games.
Whatever.
Like a Street Fighter player saying they're into martial arts.
Oh, it's you. Welcome back.
So he won't be able to join us yet, but soon. Okay, so one thing we're going to do tonight is we're actually going to be going over to the mall. The reason why is not that I believe remember correctly, it's now that our courage is high enough, we could go into the mall. There's a reason. There's not a lot we can do here yet. There's a couple different things here, but they'll be more important later. I think I'll go over them right now. The luxury shopkeeper here runs a kiosk where we can buy various goods, but that won't be useful yet, mostly because it's all super expensive. Don't waste your money right now. The fortune teller is actually the method of easy money grinding I was talking about earlier. I thought that was a light. But you're going to talk to the suspicious man. We're going to want to buy both of these.
It's been a pleasure.
That's all we're getting tonight. And we're going back to the school. Oh, not back to school. Back to the dorm. And we're going to be playing Hype and Ghoul. Yeah, while there are plenty of calendar guides for this game, the thing to keep note is it's a lot of Persona's calendar guides are just, hey, you should do this Arcana, you should this day, you should go into the dungeons this day, blah blah blah. It doesn't give you the feel of the story and the experience of the game. Sure, I have curiosity. I won't be able to show this till we get back. Oh right, Golden Week starts. Golden Week's actually going to be a very important week for a certain Arcana.
Oh, totally.
Also, we can now use this as Tanaka's amazing commodities. This is a reoccurring program that appears in Personas 3, 4, and 5. And we will be running it in all three. I mean, we'll be running it every time because it's a very useful program. It is quite possibly the most important program we could ever do. Okay, so first things first, we're actually going to go to the Velvet Room. Because I need to fuse a Persona.
Marvelous.
And here's the 11 Twilight fragments for all the new social links. Okay, let's see what I can get. Dyad. Yeah, Dyad. We want the Valkyrie persona of the Strength Arcana.
It seems you have been blessed with some power.
Begins.
The reason why we want this is because as we now have access to the Strength Arcana, you don't need a persona for rank 1, because essentially the way rank 0 to 1 works is just establishing the bond. It's every rank afterwards.
Are you finished? We look forward.
Yeah, we're just here for Valkyrie. Okay, no, never mind. I was about to say something. Yeah, this is the last bit we have to establish here for this Arcana. Now we've got to find, where is she? Here we go. Choosing to use the messages to find a different person, like finding someone for your social links, won't automatically start the social link. It just teleports you to them.
Okay, shopping for club stuff is done. Good thing you came with me. I didn't realize there was so much to buy. Also, I wasn't really in the mental state to do this alone today. Nothing major. I was exaggerating a bit. Still bothering me, though. In today's classic literature pop quiz, I didn't know any of the answers. And before I knew it, I dozed off. I ended up handing in a blank paper. I know, right? I didn't do it on purpose. But then Mr. Akoda got all pissed off. He called me to the faculty office and told me I had to write a reflection essay. I had to listen to Mr. Akoda lecture me for the longest time. He was all like,
at this rate, you'll end up as a good-for-nothing adult. And you're not putting enough thought into your future.
Come on, it's way too early to worry about the future, isn't it? We're still just teenagers. We should be allowed to enjoy ourselves now, while we still can. Honestly, I haven't really thought about my future at all. I'm working hard for the track team, so I think that's good enough for now. As for the future, well, I've got plenty of time to think about it later. I guess this isn't the best place for a long conversation, huh? I'm gonna go drop these off at the storage room. See ya! Ouch!
Ow!
So if I remember correctly, I think this is the kid, in the original, this kid wore a yellow shirt. I think this is him? No, it's not, I don't think it is. There's a kid who wore a yellow shirt in the original build. Let me see where he was.
And he's gone. That kid lives across the street from me. Why on earth are they playing tag in a place like this? I mean, it's dangerous, right? You should go play in the schoolyard or something. Oh no, The school gate is gonna close soon. I'll see you at practice.
Yeah, so there was a kid who, I don't know, I think he's later in the social link. But he used to wear a yellow shirt in the original build. He doesn't wear a yellow shirt anymore, mostly because I think Atlas was sick of hearing about, questions. Oh, hey! You finally caught it. Yeah. Well, we should be getting consistent again. Dude, it's just like Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays. And we're not ending anytime soon. Yeah, we still got a lot. This is pretty much an entire stream of cutscenes. This is entirely a stream of cutscenes because it's all social link work. Which is part of the whole thing of, Persona. So we are just going to do lessons in etiquette. We are not going out tonight. Pretty much. Oh, here's the thing. Final Fantasy has moments of hefty dialogue. It is nothing on Persona. We are currently at an hour and 30 minutes of almost exclusively cutscenes with no combat. Now, the reason for this is because, keep in mind, Persona is not just a JRPG. It is a JRPG and social life simulator. I say social life because you've got to maintain a social aspect in student life as a Persona protagonist. Which is the most unique thing of the series compared to its two other counterparts, Soul Hackers and Shin Megami Tensei. Because in Shin Megami Tensei, you're fighting during the apocalypse, so you can't really maintain social links. You're busy fighting for your life. And Soul Hackers, you're already on the fringe of society, so you don't care. Final Fantasy, you... Oh, right, this is tonight. I forgot this was tonight.
Hi, how are you?
Hello, strange boy. How do you get in my room?
What kind of welcome is that? Besides, I'm always with you.
What?
1 week from now, there'll be a full moon. Be careful. A new hardship is coming. Yes, on that day, you'll face a great challenge. You need to be prepared, but your time is limited. I'm sure you're aware of that, though. I'll come see you again when it's over. Goodbye for now.
To be honest, I don't think Persona would ever last as long as it has, if it wasn't for the actual character writing, because if the social links were super boring, they wouldn't work. Yeah, so welcome to Golden Week, a concept that is lost on Americans to an extent. So Golden Week is a 3-day weekend starting from Sunday. This is going to be a pretty easy week in terms of our social links. Sunday, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the TV. And we're going to check this program out. So, welcome to the mail order service. So, on Sunday, you come to you're going to have Tanaka's Amazing Commodities. Yeah, so don't touch the dial. The Mother's Day gift set.
Good, good.
It's gonna include the rose bouquet.
Not bad.
And also the luxury chocolates, which are an SP item. It's only 2,000 yen. They're only available on Sunday, they're only available during the day. So you have to place the order during the day.
Thanks, kid. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. It's optional to buy them all, but I am going to because they do contain some fairly useful items. Then we're going back to the room because we are going to be... And we're going to be going back to sleep. No, I'm kidding. We're going to be going here and... Actually, no, wait. I almost did this wrong. To the Velvet Room, because we don't have the personas we need.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Which will you choose?
We're gonna actually be fusing the new Valkyrie I fused with let me double check something. Yeah, okay, all my personas have been registered, so Pixie with Valkyrie. Yes, I'm fusing a weaker persona, but the main thing is the Arcana. High chance of confusion.
It seems you have been blessed.
It wouldn't hurt to throw dodge slash on you since you're weak to slash.
Very well. We look forward.
I will say on the next full moon, be careful of your fusion. The day before your next full moon, make sure you are equipped with any personas you want to bring with you into combat. It is very important. There's Maya again. We did just meet her. Sunshine is overrated. Yeah, that is kind of something that some MMOs kind of lost. It is the social aspect. Where's our just random people grouping up together and causing chaos? Now it's just spamming global chat. Inochi Career. I don't know that software. That's not one I use. I used Vroid. Huh. It's a 2D one. Okay, I might at some point. I know I talked about like I was gonna commission a 2D avatar. But the commissions closed before I could get one set up, and I just didn't have the... oh, we already did. Go buy one for me. But yeah, it's just... I just didn't have the income at the time. We're gonna do language made easy tonight. I might still get a 2D model made at some point, but for right now I'm kind of comfortable with my 3D. Especially because it's easy for me to edit whenever I want to. And that's a good thing because, God, I am constantly editing these models. Especially the hair. Though, this has been, I think this is the fourth hair and face style I've had. The biggest change from this one, from the third one we had, was the hair. Because you can see it's got more layers. There's the calic on the one side, which is actually kind of reminiscent of something I have going on in real life. Ah, finally, we're no longer a slifer slacker. We're now average. So the next few social links, nice and easy. We are not leaving this room. Not happening. We are exclusively working on the Hermit social link. The reason why we are using this time to work on the Hermit social link is because the Hermit social link has some of the more awkward availability times, but with the fact that it's only when Maya is on. It's on Maya's days off. Which, oh no, she's drunk. I forgot this was this part. Yep, she plays the games drunk. Careful playing MMOs drunk. You might let... 3? Really, 3? Though I don't know if I have any right to talk. I don't drink too much. That's good. You know what? I can kind of get that. I kind of get that. This is a little too real. Oh, it's a little too real. Oh. Dude, essentially that's what's going on with... This is kind of similar to what goes on to, Wait. Yeah, she's using, like, you know, shorthand, some lead speak. Meanwhile, we're probably just having a full sentences. Like a noob. I actually knew someone who did. Yeah, we're pretty much not leaving the dorm at all right now. Everything we're doing is inside the dorm. So my plan in terms of where we're going to be going with this game today is, I think we're going to call it off at 5-9. After the event on 5-9. The reason why is, look at how time's going. That's probably going to be the 2-hour mark. I'll see how I'm feeling, because I did manage to start an hour earlier than I normally do, because I got out of work early because of a schedule change. Actually, for people in chat, which is always weird for me to say because I'm used to people just looking over and be like, nah, and moving on. Talk about stuff we got going on the stream. Tomorrow is, as long as plans do not change, tomorrow is going to be, the Dragon Hunt, my D&D campaign that I've been running. So yeah, that's going to be happening tomorrow. And then Thursday will be Batman. So yeah, that is currently the plan for the week. Wednesday will be the Dragon Hunt. Thursday will be Batman. Friday is going to be the start of Reverse Rebirth. And I might stream that all weekend after my shifts. There we go. Throw it on her. Yeah, fuck it. Now it's time it sounds he's got a vent. That's rank 4. Weird TV show. Wait a second. I don't think this... She's on the island. Yeah. Paulownia Mall, so... Are we just gonna ignore the fact that that means she's in the same area? Small world. If you haven't bought it already, make sure you buy a Mad Bull tonight. This is the last night that it will be available. Or at least last night it'll be available for the quest that we need it for. I'm gonna buy more because it doesn't hurt to have. And we're gonna go to the strip mall. But yeah, I mentioned it before, my current plan, though, for, the longer streams, Persona is going to keep going as it is. There's not really a good spot for a while to take a break in Persona, unless I want to take a break after every full moon, but then this project's gonna go on forever, and I don't want that. But yeah, so after Persona, I don't have an idea yet of what project we're gonna cover. If it's only like a couple week gaps between it, I will probably, if I'm still playing them, we'll probably cover, just do an extra night of Arkham. And then when SMT 5 Vengeance comes out, we'll cover that. Because I think actually, that was back when I was doing, like, nearly 8-hour streams. God, I miss those days. Because for those who don't know, I used to just do, like a 6 to 10 shift. And that was, like, really easy for me in terms of streaming. Unfortunately, we don't have that anymore. That's why a lot of my long-form projects are taking so long. Mostly because, like, I have 2 to 3 hours free for streaming. But, we'll probably do SMT 5 next. The nice thing about SMT 5, at least with how it is by its base version, Shin Megami Tensei 5 is not that long of a game. The main thing that's going to be going on is the fusions, but assuming Vengeance is a actually, no, this will depend on how Vengeance is handled on release. If it is a definitive edition that comes with all the other content of SMT 5, as well as this new story, that will make... Oh yeah, by the way, the answer to this is A.
Yes, that's right.
Grinding won't be too bad. Essentially, I will handle grinding the same way I handled it back in Shin Megami Tensei 5, when we first streamed it. I will probably just... Because if they're still there, the Magitama grinding, I will basically pick away at them as they appear, and then after we get some almighty attacks, I will just spend a day grinding and collecting all of them just to accelerate. Because here's the thing. I know there are people who do like the grind, like, you know, just grinding, level grinding and all. I don't hate it. Like, my favorite thing I've found in the SMT games I've played, in the Megaton games I've played is just, I like fusing. I like building my team not just through level grinding, but through fusion, or in not in Soul Hackers, in Megami Tensei through negotiation. Okay, so we got some things we gotta do before we do our social link for the day. We are first gonna go over to the shrine. So we talked about the shrine a little bit beforehand. There are some things we could do here. No, this is not what we want to do. I think it's this one? No, it's not this one. Is it this one? By praying at the shrine, you can choose to make a copy of one of your existing skill cards. So yeah, this is a thing we can do. We can pray once per day. It doesn't... Yeah, yeah, so we could duplicate, let's see here. I want to duplicate, passive skill? I can duplicate, counter, Marin Karn, which is inflict charm, what about magic? Yeah. You can do that once a day, and when you start getting to the more valuable rare cards, that is going to be a lot more important.
Who are you?
Nah, we're a good person. We're not bad. Round and hot and soft. She's gonna take the weird teriyaki we got all the way back before we first went into Tartarus. Oop. And the other one she wants is the Mad Bull. We'll be talking to her later. If you press back, actually, this is something I haven't talked about, but you can see everyone's schedule. So this is something that a lot of people, this is something you can do to see where everyone else is at in the game at this point in time. Or at least those who are submitting their data to Atlas. So you can see 95% of players are using today as a social link. They've spent time with the old couple, spent time with Odagiri, spent time with Yuko. Everyone's average level at this point is around 11. We're at level 12. And they're all on floor, I believe, just 21, because 22, I think, does not count. Some gave money as an offering, drew a fortune, or studied in the library in their daily life. To be honest, it's a kind of a useful system because it gives you an idea of like what other people are doing. We're gonna go to the Velvet Room really quick. Another 4 Twilight Fragments. I am going to use this time to summon not just the personas I need for the thing. So I'm going to be summoning you back, and did any of my others have? Yeah, I'm going to bring you back. There's a method to my madness. It's mostly for the elemental coverage. I want Zio. And then we are going to go to... yeah. We're going to meet with Yuko now that we got Val. This is why I went back and picked up the Valkyrie persona.
Tissues in the pocket of my running pants, and then I washed it without realizing. Oh boy, did that make a mess. Oh, can you hang on a sec while I put my shoes on? Not again. It's the same stupid prank every time. Talk about unoriginal. At least my shoes are safe. That bar would have been crossing the line.
I will say though, one thing that Persona is going to give me an opportunity to talk about, if I'm remembering correctly at one point, I'm going to get to talk about some of the redesigns for certain Personas. In particular, Odin. Because Odin got redesigned in, I'd like to say it was SMT 4. The only weird thing is, this is the weird thing with Megaton designs. There are a lot of older designs for some of the demons. And because here's the thing, for those unaware, the personas for the wild cards are all,
They say it reduces wind resistance.
all the, personas in the Persona games are demons from Shin Megami Tensei.
Is that your new
And a lot of them went through redesigns over the years. In particular, one who is a very weird example is Odin. I like the redesign of Odin more than the original.
Act all polite in front of him. Just tell it how it is. I'm surprised you could even get such a handsome guy. Maybe I should become a team manager too.
You've got it all wrong, as usual.
Don't do it. You'll just be running around after everyone all day. And it's not very attractive for a girl to be so muscular, you know? Not so loud. Her boyfriend's like right here. I kind of feel bad for her.
If that's really what you want to do, I won't stop you. But you're better off looking for a boyfriend elsewhere. A manager is a busy job. You won't have time to go around sticking gum on people's shoe lockers.
Oh, just calling them right out.
What are you talking about? I haven't got a clue what that means.
Of course not. It was just a random example. What's wrong? Did I say something to offend you?
Not at all. Hey, let's just go already.
Sorry you got dragged into that.
Don't worry about it, but, like, can we get context?
No, you shouldn't have to deal with that. Sorry. I should probably fill you in before you get the wrong idea about me.
Oh, thank you. You actually give me the context now, not like 5 pieces down the lane.
The black tights. We went to the same middle school. Back then, there was this boy on the basketball team who asked me out, and we started dating. But turns out, he was seeing her at the same time. When she found out, she said I stole her boyfriend. Even though I was a victim too.
Why?
She blamed me because I was the manager of the basketball team. Isn't that just ridiculous? And after I became the track team manager here in high school,
yes, the old relationship drama.
All I want to do is support others so they can be the best they can be. Remember the gum on my locker? That was probably her doing. She's definitely the type to hold a grudge. Oh, those girls have way too much time on their hands. All they do is complain and gossip. Why don't they do something more productive? They're the ones who should get a lecture from Akota. You're not putting enough thought into your future. Tell that to them, not me. Oh, that reminds me. Sorry for what they said about you. They called you my boyfriend. Must have made you feel awkward, huh?
Using the options that are going to give us the most note for right now.
How can you say that with a straight face? And how many other girls have you used that line on, huh? When it comes to relationships, you should never play with a woman's emotions. Oh, right. Make sure you don't tell Kaz or anyone else about the two-timing thing, okay? You're the only one I've told. Oh, also, I broke up with that two-timing jerk a long time ago. Just so you know, you might be thinking, so what, right? Yeah, what am I saying? Drag on. It's late. We should be getting home. I'll see you soon.
Oh, welcome back.
I made sure, thanks to me, thanks to picking up the... Oh, is he playing a Game Boy, or is that a... Oh no, it's a PS Vita. That's a Wait, what's he playing on? I can't tell what he's playing, but I would laugh if he's playing Persona. That would be a nice, clever little jab. There's nothing we can do right now for the social links, so we're actually just gonna go eat at the burger shop. Yeah, we're gonna... Basically, my plan is... Yeah, we are going to finish... the next mandatory story event, which is on the next... Okay, the game won't tell you this flat out for a while. I'm going to tell you this now, because it will help you plan your schedule out. There are certain bits of advice I will give when it comes to planning your schedule. Be prepared for full moons, never having a free period during the full moons. The full moons are always going to be a story event, and and prepare for the story event the night before, as some will not give you time to actually prep. That's why I went out and got this. I didn't just pick up personas that I needed for social links. I picked up a persona I knew I was going to need. In particular, you're going to want a persona with the Zeo ability.
Is this, really okay? Are you sure you don't mind or anything?
It's not a problem.
I'm glad you're willing to, but...
We're just hanging... Yeah, just relax. Take a deep breath. That's what we're working on.
In the student council, though, so I should work on that. Oh, the school is almost out. Let's go. Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to come up with a topic you might be interested in, Senpai, but I couldn't think of anything.
I'll be honest, I don't think there's a topic you could ever bring up that this guy will talk about.
You at Todai Dorm, right? Do you live here? My house is in the other direction. No, it's not your fault. I noticed we were going in the wrong direction. I should have spoken up. I know you took time out of your schedule just for me, so... Thank you very much for today.
And with that, a new arcana.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast established a new bond. Thou shalt have our blessing when thou choosest. Create a persona of the Justice Arcana.
So yeah, this is the Justice Arcana. So, yeah, the Justice Arcana is about equity, righteousness, property, executive triumph of the deserving side of the law. Mostly on the equality, balance, and fairness. Back to the Yu-Gi-Oh comparison, there is to the Prophecy archetype. This is actually, I think, the first one where it was a spell card of the archetype that we've talked about. Though, anyone who plays the game today, I don't think you'll ever see this card. It's banned. Spellbook of Judgment was, I believe it was banned. I think it's still banned, but yeah, basically, it kind of works that way. It's more about, You're able to summon a monster based on the number of spellbooks you take from the graveyard put back into the deck. So you kind of got an equality thing going on there. Like I said, I have to read a little bit into it for all these comparisons. It's just a thing I think is kind of fun. It gives me a chance to talk about something I love, which is Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, we can't go any further right now. We are gonna go out for once. We're gonna go back to the mall. The other game that is available, like, if I remember correctly, the mall usually has 2 games available. One is going to be always about a social stat boost. The other will boost your persona stats. I don't use that one at all, mostly because of the fact that my personas keep switching. It might be more useful on New Game Plus, where you're trying to build an ultimate persona. To be honest, playing through this game multiple times and getting stronger and more, enhancing your social links is not a bad idea. If it is your first time playing, you don't have to play like I am. Because I am a little bit more familiar with SMT gameplay, so that's why I feel more comfortable pushing through, going for a full 100% social link on a first run. If it is your first time playing, be willing to slow down and actually take your time in Tartarus. That is the best bit of advice I could give.
This is my finest sewing work yet. Oh, bonjour. I haven't seen you since the bookstore. You came. What a pleasant surprise. I am so happy to see you. I am training in the art of sewing.
You know, actually, that's a pretty, actually, useful talent.
My sewing craft. Would you like to join me? It is Tanoshi. Very fun.
Actually, knowing how to sew is a very useful thing.
Would you sign up for my club?
Sure.
Hondo? Really? Kataji Kanai. Many thanks. I am thrilled to have a new member. I am here on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But it may be closed when we have exams. I have not made any good Tomodachi friends, so it is very sabishi, very lonely. Maybe it is because I do not fit in. But now you are here. The divine fates have brought us together.
Oh, poor man. Alexa, play Bakumitai. That's another series we might one day cover. We might cover Yakuza. But not talk about that right now. We've established a new bond.
Thou shalt have our blessing when thou choosest to create a persona of the Temperance Arcana.
That we now have access to Temperance. Temperance will be the last Arcana we unlock for tonight. The Temperance Arcana is a sense of balance, harmony, and patience. It says that your life is flowing smoothly. You've achieved inner peace. And you're going to maintain your composure, especially in challenging situations, while keeping your emotions in check. Comparing again to the Spellbook archetype. This was another. We're back to monster cards again. The Temperance of Prophecy. So they actually really focus on the balance aspect for it, because it's actually relevant to the card. The Temperance of Prophecy is, if you've activated a spell card previously this turn, you contribute this card to special summon a level 5 or higher light or dark monster. So you had to have activated a spellbook prophecy, so things had to be going smoothly. You got the card activated. And then you get to have the balance aspect of light and dark. There's a couple different things you can play around with that one.
Whoa! Look at the time. Well then,
Okay.
Oh, that's right. I was wondering, what is the best way to say bye?
Make sure you save after this.
Culturally accepted.
See you later. Peace out until we meet again, or I'll be back. Theoretical intense. I'll be back.
I understand perfectly. I'll be back.
I love this. I love this so much.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah.
Been a month. So, create a hard save right here. And be prepared, because on the 9th, you're going to be looking at a pretty decent challenge. So we're actually going to go back to the mall really quick. Let me see what I can sell really quick. Did some double checking. I just wanted to make sure before I sold these that there was no quests like revolving around them.
How many are you selling? Alright, I'll take that. Well, got some new things in stock. Check it out if you've got the time.
And then
Alright then.
I'm actually going to upgrade our armor.
Great, it's all yours. Great, it's all yours. Take as long as you need.
Well, I could upgrade theirs. I'm not. I'm actually just going to upgrade ours. There's a method to my madness why I'm not upgrading the rest of the party's weapons. We're going to be getting better upgrades for them soon for free. If you have the money to spare, which you should if you went out and got the same amount of money I got, upgrade the armor of your party because you're going to want it. These are all going to be story events. There's nothing we could really... There's nothing we can do today. Yeah. Yeah. And it's the whole point of leveling up. Yeah, because of the fact that we've been warned about the full moon, we cannot perform any social link activities, we cannot go talk to anyone, and we don't even get a chance to go to a shop. It immediately just drops us here.
never know when an enemy might appear.
But I thought you couldn't scan outside of Tartarus.
To be honest, I am indeed lacking in that area. Maybe this is the best Penthesilea can do in terms of data gathering. Though I must say, the power of Persona seems to be much more diverse than I once thought. We even have someone who can switch personas in the midst of battle. There's something special about this ability, and it hasn't
the
been
wild
that long
card.
since his awakening.
Yeah, I was surprised too. But in the end, it's up to him whether or not he reaches his full potential.
It's a shadow.
What? You actually found one?
Wait, something's not right. The reading is too big. I've never detected an enemy of this size.
Wait. Is it like that huge one from last month?
I think so.
Oh, well then. This is gonna be fun. I'll wake up the others.
We're here.
Where is it? I'll whip it a new one.
Oh, someone's ready.
Detected a shadow outside of Tartarus. We don't know for sure, but we think it's another big one like we saw last month. We must defeat any we find out there as quickly as possible. People may not be aware of the Dark Hour's existence, but if the city is destroyed during that time, inconsistencies will be left behind.
In other words, we need to kick some ass, right? Well, count me in.
Junpei... Akihiko, you stay here and wait for the chairman.
What? Are you kidding? I'm going.
You still need time to recover. Like this, you'd only get in the way.
What you say?
They'll fare better than you in your current state. Have faith in them, Akihiko. They've already seen battle firsthand.
Damn it.
Relax. I've got it covered.
Guess I don't have a choice. You're in charge.
Yeah. Always. We're always in charge. We are protagonist. I should have just named us protagonist.
We're counting on you.
At this rate, you'll be stuck playing leader forever. I mean, not like I care.
I think he cares.
You should let the three of them go first. You need to get ready, right?
Yes. Let's rendezvous in front of the station.
Got it. All right, let's go. Where is she?
She'll be here soon.
There's a full moon tonight. Looks even creepier during the dark hour.
Huh? What the?
How do you have a motorcycle?
Sorry to keep you waiting. Listen carefully. Tonight, I'll be providing support from here. Everything else is the same. The Shadow is currently located on a monorail not far from the station. To get there, you'll have to walk on the tracks.
Are you serious? Isn't that dangerous?
Not to worry. Electronic equipment is rendered...
Okay, but then how did you use a motorcycle?
Including trains.
But... your bike?
This was specially made to handle it. Now, if circumstances change, I'll notify you immediately. All right, let's get started.
Wonder that'll be important later.
Yeah! Let's do this! Holy hell, we're real high up! I think I'm gonna hurl.
What even?
There should be a monorail about 200 meters ahead from where you are now.
Oh man, that's a long walk.
Get there as quickly as you can. We don't want any passengers to get hurt.
So yeah, there's nothing else to do but run. I will say, I do love the visual of, like, the red water, Tartarus back there. Such a good visual.
right? Can you all hear me?
Yep.
Yes, loud and clear. We just got here, but I don't see anything out of the ordinary.
The readings are definitely coming from that monorail. Proceed with caution and stay together.
Got it.
My persona's just itching for a fight.
Well then, let's head on in. Don't you dare look up.
Yeah, I won't.
She will shoot you.
But don't blame me if I happen to catch a glimpse.
Say, why don't we dig Junpei a nice grave?
I'll go get the shovel.
So that's a person, right? Like a passenger? They've been transmogged. Creepy. But these guys aren't gonna remember a thing of all this, yeah? Probably better that way.
I thought electronics didn't work.
Huh?
Damn! It won't open!
What's wrong? What happened?
It looks like we're trapped inside.
It must be the shadow. It knows you're there. Be ready for anything. Stay on full alert.
Roger.
It's too quiet here. Huh? Damn.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. There are just no shadows.
This place is so creepy.
Up, you asked for shadows.
There it is. Hey! Get back here!
Wait! The enemy is acting strangely. I have a bad feeling about this.
Don't go after it, we're gonna lose it!
You're in command right now. What do you think of the situation?
We should be careful, yeah. It looks like it's trying to lead us away.
It would be dangerous to chase after it blindly.
So what if it's dangerous? We can't just stand here and let it get away!
Okay, but we don't want to walk into a trap.
That thing, no problem! Hell, I'll do it myself!
God fucking damn it.
Junpei, wait!
Watch out, behind you!
This is why. Welcome to the trap. So we don't know the weaknesses of any of these enemies, but I do. This is why I made a persona with Zio. As this is a story event, there will be no shuffle times.
This is just what the enemy wants.
There's not much we can do about it now. You have to go after him or you'll be picked off one by one.
To be honest, outside of mandatory battles, I'm not going to be doing a lot of... I say this because there are, I believe, some encounters later that are in Tartarus. I forget if there's shuffle time during that, but if there's no shuffle time, then I won't do battles. Because there's just no point. The whole point is shuffle time.
Here's your chance. You can target a weakness. All right, the enemy's down.
Okay, I'm gonna pass, because I believe you are weak to wind. Yep!
You won. Now let's move on.
Let's go catch up to Junpei, who, like a dumbass, ran ahead. You can see him up there in the other cart.
Junpei was acting kind of strange, wasn't he? Why'd he snap and get so upset? Well, I guess we can ask him once we've caught up to him.
Once I smack him.
Oh no, he's surrounded by enemies. We gotta help him, quick! Junpei!
I've got it under control.
Sure you fucking do.
Let's go.
You should be able to hit a weak spot. All right, the enemy's down. Roger that. Here's your chance. You can target a weakness. That's an enemy down. Good job, Takeda.
And we don't know this last one's weakness. I think it's fire. Yep. Oh, it has a ring. I never noticed that.
Well done. Let's continue exploring.
See? That's what happens when you don't listen.
Of course I am.
No, you aren't, man.
What's your problem?
Be careful, you three. I don't detect any movement, but stay alert.
What the?
Uh-oh.
Why are we moving?
It looks like the entire monorail is under the Shadow's control.
How?
What?
I mean, I guess it makes sense. We could generate electricity with Zeo. So it makes sense that maybe this Shadow can?
If we don't stop it, it's going to crash into the next train.
Crash? Hey, what are we gonna do?
Calm down and listen. I detect a powerful reading in the front car. That must be our target. You'll have to defeat that to stop the runaway train.
Now let's get moving.
Crap. What kind of messed up ride is this?
You should be able to hit a weak spot. All right, the enemy's down.
It's all you.
Here's your chance. You can target a weakness. The enemy's down. Good hit.
So we don't have to waste as little time as possible. Ugh.
You won. Now let's move on. There's
Is that ice?
What's happening? No way! Is the train getting faster?
your primary.
Yeah, we don't have much time, but quickly... use some of the energy drinks to restore our SP, so we're going in with near maximum.
What the hell is this? That's our target?
It has to be. There's nowhere else to go. Taking out the train. Hurry!
Hurry? What are we even supposed to do here?
I've never seen one this big before, but there's no time. We have to end
So I'd like to point something out as this is starting. You have 30 minutes to defeat the boss, but this boss's mask has a 2. the boss that persona we summoned on the first night kill had a 1. So these masks all have symbols of the different arcanas. This is the Priestess, Arcana number 2. Do not use a persona that is weak to ice for this, or you will hurt. Oh, the big damage is gonna come from you and Junpei. Essentially, just have Junpei use Power Slash. There is no weakness to this boss, but it does block ice attacks. If you have Jack, you can actually make yourself completely immune to the one ice attack, and you can actually get healed from it. And yeah, you can see things have accelerated. We're going to decrease your accuracy, and I'm just going to go on to melee.
It called in reinforcements. It doesn't look like you can strike any weaknesses.
Okay. Figured, because it was the same shadows we saw back in Tartarus. Oh, please. I didn't mean to shift to you, but fuck it. Oh, you actually have a different... Fuck. That's how that works. Another ice storm. It's gonna hurt the party, but not me. This is very much a power check. If you are not dealing enough damage, you won't be able to complete this. Another invitation to chaos, which means the timer is about to speed up. We got 4 minutes.
In this situation,
Get everyone max health.
Let's see what to do. Not that. Something else.
I'm just gonna focus on the boss, because the minions don't matter if the boss dies. If the boss goes down. If I can use the wind just to deal some extra damage. There we go! Boss down! Now that's just a new tarot card, the High Priestess. How the fuck do we stop this?
Did we make it in time?
My man, it's still going.
Wait, why are we still moving?
We're going too fast. We need to put on the brakes or...
Do I even know how to actually stop a train?
What are you waiting for? You're coming up on the next train fast.
How do we stop train? I have an idea. I magically know how to stop a train.
Did we stop?
No, we all just died.
I think so.
Do you read me? Is everyone all right?
Yeah. We're okay. My knees are shaking.
Dude, I'm like drenched in sweat.
It sounds like you're safe. I'm sorry I couldn't do more to help on my end. I don't detect any more shadows. Well done. You can come on back now.
I will still say giving up
How did you know which one was the break?
magic. Lucky guess.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah, I will still say, compared to Personas 4 and 5, where 4 and 5, to go into the dungeons, you have to give up your day. I honestly prefer giving up your night. I kind of hope Persona 6 lets us do both. My reason for saying I hope Persona 6 lets us do both is it will make it a little bit easier to juggle. Well, with that, the Fool has reached 3. As I mentioned before, the Fool Arcana will grow naturally. There's nothing else we can do there.
It's me.
Reporting in from the scene. We've just finished up over here. The monorail did not sustain any noticeable damage.
Except one card's completely frozen.
A job well done, Kirijo-kun. When I heard they hijacked a monorail, I feared the worst. Excellent work taking care of that. Now I don't have to worry about tomorrow's headlines.
The team did a great job. They've learned a lot in a surprisingly short time.
But what was up with the shadows? They'd never done something like hijacking a train before. This is getting out of hand.
I'll be looking into the matter.
Does this mean it's begun?
Let's not jump to any conclusions. For now, we should study their behavior for patterns or clues. We can't afford to keep waiting for them to make the first move.
If only I had more power, things wouldn't be so difficult for everyone.
Don't be so hard on yourself. You're doing fine. More importantly, do you have anything to drink, Sanada-kun?
Huh? Why do you look so tired, Ikutsuki-san? Wait. Don't tell me that bicycle outside.
Oh my god.
Boy, am I going to be sore tomorrow.
I can respect it. I can respect it. At a hardship. That, yes, so every full moon we're going to have a scripted battle. Well, not a scripted battle. We're going to have a scripted event that's going to lead to a big boss battle. Yeah, exams are coming up, but with that, though, with our first, well, with the rest of the first month done, our first major event since we awakened our persona, and, well, this, the end of the first social link gauntlet, I think I'm going to call stream there, because, believe it or not, after the social link we're doing for the morning, we're going to be going back into Tartarus. And you all know what that means. We got a new goal to reach with the floors. So freeing my mouse really quick so I can update our goals. So, as I said, next stream for Persona, we are going to be going back into Tartarus. After we do some... We're going to be doing some stuff, of course, at the start of the next stream. We're going to be doing a social link for the morning. And also, shopping channel. But our goal for Tartarus is 21 floors. We are going to reach floor 43. So, we got our goal. We've got our equipment. And I hope you're all looking forward to another really long stream of grinding. With that, though, I will see you all next time. I hope you all are enjoying Persona 3. I do enjoy the story. This is pretty much how we've gone through our first real cycle. This is how the story is going to be structured, and I think this is how our streams are going to be structured going forward. My streams are going to be structured as a social link stream, so that will be starting from... Okay, well, actually, I'll use here, from where we're going. We're going to be doing a Tartarus stream next one, which is just going to be us reaching 43, reaching the level goal I have, and reaching the money goal I have. Then it's going to be a social link stream, which is going to go until the full moon, where we're going to have a story battle. And then we're going to do another Tartarus stream. Because that's pretty much how I'm running things. My reasoning is pretty much as soon as we can progress further into Tartarus, that is going to happen. I'm going to get that done right away, just so we can spend the nights working on either social links or social stats. But with that, though, I will see everyone next time for more Persona 3. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your time. And I hope you all look forward to the future of Persona 3.